From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge. Little Chop Shop Racing League Xfinity Series action tonight for Road America. As qualifying is underway, we're going to see some of the most beautiful turns in all of Road Series racing for the NASCAR circuits right here, live on Iracing and, of course, Signature Esports, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Much love to you. Dark Horizon, thank you for the sub out there on the old Twitch platform. He says 99 for the win bet. I got you. Skulky Esports giving us a sub out there as well, resubscribing out there for 5 months. Thank you for the 5 months there, Mr. Spiciness. I appreciate you. Says, let's go. Kendra gave us a follow on Twitch. Kiki gave us a follow on Twitch as well. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the folks on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. The likes, the shares, the follows, all the extra stuff. If you're doing so, make sure you hit that subscribe button or that follow button or that whatever button, that like button. You know, it's a free way to support. Appreciate you. Hello, Holly out there on the old YouTube platform says good luck to all the drivers. Go Coulter, Coulter Strong. Much love to you, dear. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. I am, I've got a few things kind of rolling through. Appreciate everybody doing what you do. Kendra, thank you for like on Facebook. Thank you to all the folks out there doing what you do. Make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, share, do all that fantastic stuff. Help these drivers grow. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to do. Road America is going to be absolutely thrilling. And right now at qualifying, we're watching a few of the drivers take care of some things. Of course, all these series stats and everything brought to you by Track Racer. Go to trackracer.com and get yourself a fantastic setup out there. They have some absolutely beautiful seats and rigs and things that you can do, and tie that with the butt kicker setup, and you are set to go. 45 laps with 50% fuel, 5 sets of tires, total 14 turns here for the 4-mile length and a 4-mile track. And qualifying is going to be probably the harder portion of this, because you got to make sure that you stay on track the entire time. 124 degrees on the track temperature here for the Elkhart Lake track. It is located in Wisconsin, of course. You know, the elevation, the altitude, everything's going to be different about what happens here. 5-mile-an-hour wind. If it's gusty, it's going to be fine. If it's a constant wind, we'll see maybe some shaking up when it comes to how these cars interact around each other. But we'll see. Partly cloudy skies will show grip in some sections, and the sunlight is going to be baking the rest of the track. 46% on the humidity is going to be a little bit sticky on the tires, but nothing too aggressive, I do believe. Braking zone is going to be the big factor here for these drivers. Full course length means 14 turns, and that means a whole lot of fun. B&B Music and Balla Status. If you're going to be Balla Status, make sure that you get out there and help support the league by donating to them, directly to them. You can find Chop Shop Racing by searching for John Hammond on Facebook. Yeah, the Chop Shop Racing League. AMR is going to be your race controller today. AMR RC or AMR Paintworks on Facebook. There's a link in the description. You can get over there and check him out. Also, the Track Racer website's in there as well. And then, of course, Nerds Do Nerd Things, my caution sponsor across pretty much everything that I do. And I love them. I appreciate them. They absolutely put out a great platform. We enjoy everything that they do. So, AJ and the fam over there, much love. Appreciate you. Gifting subs. You're gifting subs now. Holy cow. Thank you very much. To BMW Gaming. Dark Horizon's going to be gifting a sub out there. Thank you so much, sir. You're very close to being the sub leader, aren't you? Or pretty close, pretty darn close to it. Kevin's going to be the driver to beat today so far in qualifying, but Stryker, no secret to figuring things out as well as we see these cars start to heat up, and we'll figure out exactly where they get rolling. Lucas giving a big old what's up out there. How you doing, Lucas? Good to see you out there. Appreciate you being in the chat. Thank you to everybody out there doing what you do. Thank you for liking the stream as well. Appreciate you. Big old like on there. Road to Atlanta. A little bit about the track before we start heating up here. As you see Cam out there, Cameron Dario out there having some fun. Current track and facilities. Road America is a permanent road course. It is located midway between the cities of Milwaukee and Green Bay. It is classified as an FIA or a FIA Grade 2 circuit. This track is situated on 640 acres near Kettle Moraine Scenic Drive, and it has hosted races since September of 1955. Currently hosts over 400 events per year. And of its annual events, 9 major weekends are open to the public, which include 3 motorcycle events, including at Moto America, 3 vintage car events, Sport Car Club of America, the SCCA events, United Sports Car Racing Series, and the Pirelli World Challenge, and of course, the NASCAR Xfinity Series here at Road America. They have a ton of stuff, and right now, it is just going to be, we're just going to do everything that we can to ensure that the race kind of showcases itself, because this is a very, very beautiful track. I enjoy the tracks that have a lot of trees and have a lot of have a lot to kind of offer as far as visually goes, and you see a lot of what these drivers do in this racetrack. It's gonna be interesting. Turn 1 is an interesting turn, because that is going to be where all that speed comes from 14. Very huge, very big run, and a whole lot of fun. Starting grids coming up for you. Kevin's always going to be your race leader, a Canadian driver. Just north of where this track lies is going to be the driver that needs a whole lot of holding on. Michael Strickland, the striker man, is going to be the outside pole sitter here by 2 thousandths of a second. That's pretty rigorous right there. Steve Adisham of the 23 is going to have Nicholas Casey to his outside in row number 2. Cameron Duro will be your 5th spot there, as John Hammond tries to battle back as well. The number 8 is going to be there in that 3rd row. Jaron Valley and Donnell Williams, they will make up row number 4. Amar's going to be a race controller, so he won't be in the race, but Coulter is back there in that 5th row in that 10th spot. Joe Grijalva and Sam King will make up row number 6. Charles Garrett, Devin Galvin, then Michael Newbrow and Anthony Ferrante. And I thought Anthony wasn't going to be able to make it today, but that is the way it is. Eric's going to be back there as well. I think Eric might be out there trying to help Mike. If it depends, we'll see if he gets out there and races. A lot of drivers in the circuit today, some taking provisionals for this week. And that's something about Road Series racing. You either enjoy it or you don't. And we got some drivers in here who's going to be looking at doing it. So we will get this thing ready to go. Pace car lead them around for an entire lap, and we'll talk about the turns as we get through them, because this one's going to be kind of a shake and bake kind of situation, including all 14 turns. The carousel is going to be full of speed. The kink is kind of a tight turn that the road narrows. Kettle Bottoms is the downhill through the back. The Canadian Quarter, the Canada Corner in turn 12, absolutely a true 90-degree turn that those heavy braking zones are going to be huge. So we'll take a look at that as we go through the first lap here, where they pace around. We will have 45 laps with 50% fuel. Means we might see them on pit road a couple of times here, but we will see, because the way that the fuel strategy and the fuel cycle has been working for a lot of the Road Series, we've kind of gotten it wrong here lately. So I want to make sure that what we do and what we average is what the drivers do. So we should see them on pit road somewhere in that 17 to 18 mark, maybe. And that's a big maybe, because I want to make sure that that with the updates that they've had, the fuel calculator that I have for iRacing has been incorrect. So the fuel calculator might need updated, or I might need to just start doing it manually again, like I did before. Kevin's going to be the driver out there, and he's going to work on trying to extend that series here and get himself, because we watched Kevin won a championship just this past last month, and he's going to be looking to try to do it again. Winning his drivers in the field right now. Andrew Payne with 3 wins. Cameron Cameron with a single win here through 6 races. Stryker looking to try to get out there as well and put some wins in there. Sam King has a win, and Ty Dahlman has a win in the series as well. So we shall see who's going to be able to push the boundaries, push the envelope, and it'll be a full send kind of moment. Left-hander, first left-hander right there is going to be turn 5. That's the Moraine sweep. And then another left-hander backing that up. That's going to be turn 6. A slight tight pinch right here is going to be a dog leg to the right, pretty much for the most part. Still a braking zone to be had there. That's turn 7. Another left-hander is going to be turn 8 coming up here. And this one's a little bit more than 90 degrees. It's going to be 92 degrees on the turn. So the entrance is going to be very important when it comes to apexing this turn, because you pretty much want to apex to the entrance and carry speed on the exit, because you're going to have a carousel turn right behind it through the Speedville tunnel right there from Johnsonville Bronx. And as they come around the carousel, that's 9 and 10. When it flattens out and straightens out, that's going to be where the little straightaway is going to be. It's going to be the bend. That'll be turn 11. And as they carry around the bottoms, here's that right there. And this will be Kettle Bottoms here. This is a very big downhill approach where it kind of carries a lot of speed, kind of gives you a few little S's in here. Where it kind of tightens up. You're going to see drivers, if they go single file through here, it's going to be kind of a huge burst of energy and burst of speed. That's where everybody will look to try to gain some momentum, especially when it comes to being in the draft. And yeah, it's just kind of the way it works. And so as that looks like a bunch of turns, it's actually pretty much a big straightaway with a few little turns. Turn 12 is going to be a right-hander. That's the Canada corner. Thunder Valley right here, where it just echoes like crazy. It's going to dogleg into turn 13, which is kind of like a chute. That is the Bill Mitchell bend. Turn 14 coming up to the front straightaway, and the pace car will dive off. Pit road entrance is going to be just outside of that right there. You're going to see the pace car there. Pit road entrance is right there to the front straightaway. And we'll work you through it. Average lap, 2 minutes and some change. It's going to be a ton of fun. We'll see what they do. And for all of you out there, it is full send time. Green flag. 45 laps. And a whole lot's going to happen very early. Heavy braking zone. Who are going to make it? Who's going to keep it? Who's going to hold on to it? We'll see everybody hard into the brakes. Into turn 1. See who's going to be able to do it. Little grass for the 16 there, but he's all good. That's Jaron Valley. Got to race with him yesterday. That was a ton of fun. 1 and 2 clear. Turn 3 is going to be the right-hander. They're coming up here. Good move. Turn 4 is the dog leg coming up here. Here's Kevin. This is that dog leg to the right. First left-hander is going to come up right here as you see them get next to the grass. Smooth as sailing so far. Kevin to the outside. Cuts across. That's what I was talking about. You want to carry speed on exit. They're going to use every bit of that rumble strip back there. Isham right there, the 23. Doing a great job of carrying speed going forward. Gap between Kevin and Michael Strickland right now, 1.3 seconds. As Kevin runs the first lap as your race leader. A little free back here. It's like everybody just kind of getting their tires warmed up. It's part of the plan here. Get your tires warmed up, keep yourself within striking distance, and try to figure out what line's going to work for you. Kevin, your race leader right now through the carousel. Out of 9 and 10, this is that speed I was talking about. He's going to come up to the kink in turn 11. That's that kink right there. And watch the speed right here. John Hammond is going to be carrying speed right behind the 23. This is where you're going to play a lot of catch-up. This car wants to move around this racetrack. And you're going to see that heavy speed into the braking zone. They're coming in. Very nice. Canadian corner or Canada corner coming up. And that is very clear for these drivers. Hammond in 4th up 2. Cameron Dario in the 18. Right behind him, the U.S. Pickleball Toyota Camry. Moving it. A whole lot of bumper-to-bumper action right now. Jaron Valley right behind. He's up a spot. Michael Coulter Jr., he's up 3 so far. Devin Galvin off track back here. And it does look like the 7 of Sam King is off track as well. Sam went ahead and reset to pit road. Newbrow's going to be up 4. Devin Galvin up 4 as well. They're going to be trying to track each other down. Nicholas Casey starting pretty much, it says he's going to be on the lead lap here, so I think he started from pit road just to put himself back in the mix. So Casey's going to be trying to do what he does. Kevin, A-class driver, his I rating on the road series 3,455. That is huge in the series. A-class 244. So if you wanted to be a ringer in the old road series, well, there it is. Michael Strickland Striker, he's going to be 2-2 off the pace right now, 2.2. As they continue to move forward, folks. Thank you for all the chats. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for all the stuff. Gave out another community. Thank you very much for all of what you do out there. 99 is the best for the road. So yeah, I think that. I feel like most stops will be around 15 to 16. I could see that. 1-1 odds if you're a betting person. Yeah, I could see that. All right, let's see. Let's catch up on the YouTube chat because y'all have been blowing it up. Turn 5 is going to be a big trouble spot. I think Turn 5 is the first hard braking zone that you're going to see that left-hander where folks are going to get used to. But I think as you get into that long straightaway, that's where the big turns are going to be. I think that's where the issues are going to be. Valerie out there cheering everybody on, saying hashtag Team Grohalva. Thank you very much for what you do. Joe's out there. Grohalva El Paso is ready like always. Let's get it done. Go Army. Appreciate you very much out there as well. Being BMW Gaming, of course, getting a gifted sub. Thank you so much for Dark Horizon doing that. Thank you to all the folks out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, you're all amazing. Keep doing what you are doing. Big run for Kevin. Let's go through the field and see how folks are doing. Devin Galvin and Joe Grohalva, both of those drivers are up 5. Michael Newbrow's going to be up 4 here. Still tracking some drivers down. There is the 47. Driving that Ford Mustang, little Sunoco throwback love right there. Good run for him so far as the Xfinity Series looks to be super exciting. 2 of 45 as he tries to hold off Coulter Jr. behind. Coulter is going to be closing some distance. There is Casey, though. Nicholas Casey scored a lap down from the drivers at the moment. It's like Newbrow off track, went around right there. He'll be all right. I think he just spun around, so he'll be able to get back up and roll. No damage, it does look like, so he'll be just fine. Kevin Savoy runs the fastest lap of the race, 2:14.91, and that is close to the fastest lap of what he ran in practice. Stryker runs consistent long pace line, so he'll be just fine. I think some of the battles we're going to see are going to be for second, third, fourth, maybe in the 5th spot. Sometimes in the road series on the NASCAR circuits, you see somebody that's pretty much just dominating and try to get themselves out there. My overlays aren't on. They should be on. Oh, they aren't on. Oh, I know what's going on. SDK's having an issue. Sorry, guys. There it is. It should come up. There you go. Apologies about that, folks. Caleb, thank you for the like. Thank you for the follow as well. Apologies, folks. Thank you so much for that attention to detail out there. I don't know what was going on there. It was on my screen, but it wasn't hooked up to their servers. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Darth. I appreciate you very much. They were on my side. They weren't on the SDK side on the other part and the other platform. So much love. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm reporting comments here because we've got some community guideline stuff going on. So thank you very much. Kevin, Strickland, Isham, Cameron Dario, Jaron Valley, Joe Grohalva. I'm sitting here looking at times and telling you times, and you know, it's not exactly what was going on. Ooh, Grohalva off track. Donnell Williams just off track. I was just trying to switch some things around. 47 is going to be just fine, though. It's going to let some folks go by. Nick Casey now scored on the lead lap, it does show, so he's going to be trying to work. So things getting fixed there. Donnell's going to go to pit road, so he's going to get his stuff fixed up. Newbrow there with a little rear damage. He didn't look like he had any nose damage. Now he does. I wonder if there was another issue right there where there was just a heavy braking zone and maybe got into it. Missed that kind of situation. Cautions will be localized today, folks. So as far as that's concerned, we won't see a full course caution. We're just going to see everything. Thank you, Darth. Appreciate you. Top 3 picks, 99, 18, 29. I think if Nick Casey has anything to say about it, I think Nick Casey's going to be trying to work himself to the front. Nick Casey's still 2,057 on the iRating here for that. So I don't know. Nick's been running consistent laps. 2 minutes 18 seconds was his last lap, and it's faster than everybody in front of him, except for the race leader who just ran a 2:16.28. But you got to remember, Road Series racing is all about consistency and the line that you drive. And right now, Kevin doesn't really have anything holding him back from running faster laps or running any kind of line that you would see. But the 86 is starting to catch up here just a little bit. Folks, we're going to update some paints because I think some paints are not even updated. So with that we had a patch at 3 o'clock today, and so I'm gonna re-update paint. So you might see the cars go blank for a moment, and I want to make sure that all the paints are doing what they do. So we're gonna block some people on YouTube. And the bots, blocking the bots. And I hate to do it, folks, but I'm going to clear chat in Twitch because it will replay that. I want to make sure that what I'm doing... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hit the settings for Restream and the bot here. Probably going to move... Take the bot and unpromote the relay. I don't want to relay it. I want to make sure that I can go through the comments afterwards. So we have saved that. Notifications, we're good there. All right. So relay mode is off. 86. Way out there. Gonna have some fun. Jaron Valley doing some good things here as well. Hammond runs his fastest lap of the race, 2:18.68. He's starting to catch back up. Newbrow, 2:25.19 on his last lap, but he's just trying to get up there and run some pace. This is all about finishing positions. All about finishing position. Savoy, Stryker, Isham. It's gonna be your top three. Cameron Dario right behind. The NOS Energy driver still. But a second or half second to the good when it comes to the drivers in front of him. Stryker looks to be trying to just be consistent. 2:19.27 for his last lap, and we can throw that up too. We're going to see last time for the drivers, and you'll look at what Kevin has been running. Your race leader Strickland in second here, last lap 2:19.26. Isham 2:19.09, 2:18.83 for Cameron Dario. Jaron Valley, Nicholas Casey. Those drivers trying to have some, I don't know, this could be just a fun track for folks to drive. In my opinion, I think that's kind of what you're used to seeing. So, always good. Thank you, Valerie, for doing and folks, if you see them out there, please report them. If you see the comments, please report them, because it'll go directly to YouTube as well. I've done my best to try to do that. I've gone through as much as I can. There's a lot of things that I can't stop, and I'm trying to stop. I can block users based on their name, but it just isn't working. And by the comments they put in and all that stuff. But if I start holding every comment, I won't be able to get there. When I have a full-time moderator, they will be able to take care of things. They'll be able to hold all the comments for review, unless it's all the other stuff. So all good. Kevin, Strickland, Isham, Dario, Casey. I just don't understand where it's coming from or how it's getting there, because I've gone through users, I've gone through followers and subscribers, and it's just tough. So we're doing what we can. Lola on the back left, quarter panel is a 99, and I forget which pup is on the back right. So Lola on the back left. Maybe we'll get a shot of the passenger side here. There's Lola, and Lola's on both sides. Oh, okay. Whoa. That's what I mean. If you take a turn too heavy, you can get yourself way off track right there, and it's going to slow you up. So this time by Kevin, last lap 2:17.26. Strickland starting to catch back up again. Strickland is a consistent driver here. Newbrow looks to have had have an issue. There's a 24, Charles Garrett behind. Garrett has no nose right now, so we'll see if they're going to just kind of hold on to what they have. Newbrow goes around. Garrett in the 24 rolls the corner. Let's go back to the gap here and see what folks are doing. Thank you very much. Thank you, Valerie. I appreciate you. I mean, we're not trying to, you know, I don't know. I don't like it. It's frustrating, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for all the folks out there doing what you do. Thank you for keeping on. Kevin, 99, 29, 23 of Isham trying to close down some distance as well. Cameron Dario up one. Casey off one, but he started from the pits, and when it comes to a full send mode, that's where he's at. Rahalva up 5 as well. Coulter Jr. He's up 3, rebounding as well. John Hammond trying to close down some distance in that number 8 car off 2. Jaron Valley off 2 as well. The Red Bull machine working his line, working his track. Coulter, it's the grass there a little bit, does say. Devin Galvin in the 95 working his race line, trying to catch up to Jaron Valley. Jaron has some nose damage there that I didn't notice before. And it looks like maybe he hit a squirrel on the road series here. It's kind of the way it looks, at least. Ooh, off track just a little bit right there. And when you get off into the sand right there, I mean, it slows you down. It tears your wheels up, tears the tires up. And then on top of that, it can actually increase the track temperature or your tire temperature just a little bit, because that sand is registered hotter on the race course than everywhere else. Newbrow picking up some pace. He's through the carousel right now, so he is starting to figure some things out. His last lap was a little slower because he had an issue, but it's all good. Charles Garrett right behind, 232 on his last lap. Savoy, not the fastest racer on the racetrack right now. Stryker is. His last lap, 2:18.22. The gap. Ooh. Come on, Stryker. Hold on to it. Gavin, 2:18.99. So is this the pace now where folks decide that they're going to be trying to bounce back around and find a different series, find a different race line? We shall see. We shall see. Gavin, Mike, Stephen, Cameron, Nicholas, Joseph, Michael, Coulter Jr., and John, Devin, Jaron, and Michael Newbrow. All the folks having some fun. Thank you to each and every one of you. All right, time to hydrate. My time. Make sure that you're out there enjoying yourself. Thank you to the subs. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for all the fun stuff. Keep rolling, keep going, and enjoy yourself. I'm going to take a hydrate break, and then I'll be back with you in just a little bit. Right. Back at it here. Joe, yes. Shirts and hat are out tomorrow too, because I had to do that special thing for you. Stickers, I've got to ship out. I got to get a new tube for it because when it came back to me, it was damaged. So I'm gonna get a new tube. I'll do that at the post tomorrow. So you'll at least get your shirts and everything first. And then right behind it should be your new banners and new stickers for you. So Joe, you're gonna be good to go. 99 Dark Horizon says 99 got to lead. He wanted about 10 seconds. He's gonna stretch some fuel. He's coming in, and 50% fuel puts the drivers in, puts Kevin in at lap 9. Now, I did watch. Who was it? The Nicholas Casey. He came into pit road. Not Nick Casey. Sorry, Cameron Dario came in on 7. So that 50% fuel got me right there. So we're talking 9 laps, 4 miles a lap. That's pretty hefty. It's a pretty hefty market for these cars. Valerie says, "Come on." I saw somebody, Beth Woolley out there. There's the sister of the Coulter. Same birthday and everything as Mike. So those drivers coming to pit road already. John Hammond probably looking to do the same thing. Maybe get a little damage repaired. Some of these folks. I wanted to point out Mike's car because he ran a truck yesterday, similar to this car, and I'm a big supporter of what Mike does. He's going to come around and lead a lap here, I do believe. Or I'm sorry, he's going to at least pick up a couple of spots. Kevin's still your race leader, but if you haven't seen it, I've got. We're talking about shirts and all that stuff on the merch site on my business page. I do have t-shirts for sale for the leagues and everything like that. I put his logo on one of the leagues too, so his logo is going to be on some t-shirts going out the door as well. So very cool to see. Been very appreciative of seeing my big mug, the Shield car, so to speak, running around number 31 with the MCI graphics. Got to check him out on Trading Paints. He's got some cool paint schemes, and who knows, you might be able to pick that one up. Man, oh man. Joe, we're getting it all straightened out and figured out. I sent those off and they went to the wrong address, and when they came back, it came back in a tube, and had to make sure that they weren't damaged and all that stuff. It's been a busy couple of weeks, and I apologize about the stickers not getting to you in a timely fashion. Those are courtesy of me over here too. We work really hard. The printer that we have that does that is it's just an awesome printer, and it takes some time and takes some it takes some material to be able to do that. So I don't like seeing things come back damaged or anything like that from being shipped out, even if it gets shipped to the wrong place. 29, 31. I do believe Mike might be trying to pick up some pace here as well. He did pick up some time, but he's going to be looking at trying to find some more speed. He will need to come to pit road. Cameron Dario right there, trying to go around Nicholas Casey, but Nick Casey pulls some speed from him. What's the website? I will pull it up. I will get it. Give me just a second. I will throw it in the chat. I will throw it in the restream chat. Here it is. Going to everybody. There you go. It should be, at least. There you go. You should be able to see it. Let me know if you can. Get on there in the league, the iRacing Leagues section. That's where you're going to see a lot of the t-shirts. The Winston Throwback Series is the one that has his logo on the back with the schedule for the upcoming season. They have Coulter comes to pit road. Kevin Savoy is going to be there as well. Strickland, Nick Casey. The stickers that I have are for the cars. They're vinyl things that are going to go in cars in the trailer. So those aren't for sale on there. If you want those for your stuff, you'll have to reach out to me personally, and we can talk about that stuff. I like supporting drivers, real and virtual. Cameron Dario trying to close down some space. The 86. I was talking about him earlier. I was watching his pace and watching what he was doing, and he just seemed to kind of be like my little pick for this one. His last lap, 2 minutes 50 to the good, and right now he's closing some distance to Stryker here, but still 32 seconds off of Kevin Savoy. Kevin's just really good at pit strategy and pace strategy, so bear that in mind. All of that stuff right there. Thank you so much. You still want to? Yeah, that's fine. He bought 2 shirts. He bought a Goat Racing shirt. He bought a. Oh, you still one of the stickers? That's funny. They're pretty big. Well, one of them's smaller. It goes on Joe's car, and then he's getting 2 more that are pretty big. So he'll be looking at that. Newbrow a little bit off the track right there. I think he hit the grass and it spun him out. And that's something that these cars don't take kindly to. You touch the grass, you're gonna go around. He's still your biggest mover of the race. He's still up 6 spots from the start of this one, so still a good move. He bought one of my t-shirts, which has my big shield and logo on it, which I appreciate. I didn't realize it until we were through printing, because we started offering shirts to the leagues and started offering to print and design custom t-shirts and shirts with with drivers' names and numbers and on the back and all that kind of stuff through the leagues, and that's a courtesy build for them so that they can have it. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to raise extra money through my actual business to help support Signature Esports, and one, I want to pay off all the debt of Signature Esports that I've accrued, and we all know that I've been trying to upgrade the computer and upgrade the equipment, and as we've done so that I want to be able to provide better quality broadcasts for everybody, and that includes being able to get somebody that's second in here to help co-commentate, and also be able to make sure we can pay them and do more events that we try to work out, and that most of that is just because just decisions, planning, and all that stuff, and so we print the shirts, we send them off so that way quality control can take a look at them and make sure that are in, because I do certain things a certain way, and because I want things to be good, so we send them off to our quality control, which is an independent business that takes care of that through our shirt provider, and they take a look at them and they send them off to the customer. So it takes about 2 days longer than what you would normally see to do the printing process, but they come directly to you and know that I put my heart and soul into it. But somebody that was different, though, after I sent it off to quality control, I had to get it back to me so that way I could sign some things for Mr. Grijalva. So his stuff's gonna go out tomorrow, and everything looks beautiful. I appreciate the shirts are just little things, that's what I like. Wear my own hats, so wear my own shirts, so do everything that I can. Everybody else just enjoy what you can, you know what I mean? He needs a custom driver shirt. Yeah, hashtag spicy. Yes you do. I need to work on that. I've got one and the thing is that in the course of what we've done 8 or 9 drivers, and everybody's been very supportive of that too, so that's been really, really stinking cool. Chop Shop has got some fantastic people out there that have gotten their stuff taken care of too. We just enjoy everything they do. Chop Shop Racing with John Hammond, he and the crew have really got an Xfinity series that I really like, and they've really, really worked their craft. They're racing the races that they like, and they've really shown that the B series is something to contend with when it comes to what they do. So John Hammond right here, there's the number 8. Just hats off to him and the crew. AMR is the race controller. AMR is also a fantastic driver. If you have not seen, he's been really working at his craft as well. All right, let's go through your field. Devin Galvin out of the race. Jaron Valley looks like he's going to be out of the race. Charles Garrett's going to be a lap down. The Newbrow's going to be a lap down as well, but he is up 6. Coulter Jr. is up 2. He's in 8th. John Hammond off 1. He is in 7th. Joe Grahava up 5. He's in 6th. Steven Isham in that 5 spot off 2. Cameron Dario up 1. He is in 4th. Nicholas Casey up 1 from the start of the race. But remember, he started from the pits and came back out. So he's up a lot more than just that. So he's trying to track down that 37-second mark from he to Kevin Savoy. Michael Strickland, he is off 21 right now. So he's got basically a big stint here where he's going to be trying to find some pace, and the 99 still just as fast. Last lap, 2 minutes, 15 seconds, 86 to the good. This time by 2:16.90. Stryker, 2:18 on his last one. Nick Casey's a little bit faster than he on that last lap by about 0.2 of a second, but 0.2 over the course of a race line right now. That's a different story. 2:18.17 for Stryker on the last lap. And we'll see just what they're going to be. 2:17.47. Forgive me on that one. 2:17.47. It just now updated. And Nick Casey is trying to close down some pace. So we'll see what he does here. If he can close down to Kevin on this lap. Coulter Jr. off track a little bit there. And 2:18.68 for Nick Casey. So he's going to be about a second and a tenth or second and pretty close to second and a half slower than Strickland up there. Cameron Dario, 2:19.83. Steven Isham, 2:18.03. He's faster than the 2 drivers in front of him. And there's the 18 of Cameron Dario right there. Steven Isham right behind. Cameron had an issue. Charles Garrett had to stop. He was off track. Came back on. He's going to be good to go. Coulter Jr. back to 8th now. But nothing holding on. He's going to be just fine. Kevin out front. 21.5 seconds. Chances for the driver to save. And there they are again. See, Valerie says, you and your boyfriend are planning to open a business next year, and you are practicing and learning how to wrap cars. That's awesome. That is a huge, huge business, and such an important one as well. So, and it's difficult. It is so difficult. So, very, very awesome to see you doing that. That's absolutely awesome. Casey has surprised you with that run. He is good. Yeah, the t-shirts, somebody that's supported as well is Rich Holland out there, Dark Horizon Fishing. He's gotten quite a few t-shirts. He actually got a few t-shirts as well that I'm going to be giving away to the league, and those are the hashtag spicy shirts out there. Wrapping cars is a whole nother ball game though, because every seam has to be perfect. And making sure that you're not damaging. And are you going to wrap race cars or not just race cars? You going to wrap personal vehicles, sports cars, and all kinds of stuff like that? Got to tell me about it. Got to be able to push it there. Cameron Dario to pit road. Can't see him over the wall there. There it is. Just had to pick the right scene here. Let's ride along with Steven Isham here. He's got turn 1 on lock. Let's go to the cockpit view as we'll see kind of just what he is doing. Here's your top 5 at the top of the screen. Isham's in 4th. No pressure, right? No pressure. And we support, believe it or not, I love small businesses, not just because I am a small business and not just because, Signature Sport is a part of that, but I support small businesses because I believe they help thrive the community. And if you can grow yourself to become a big conglomerate, the only thing you're going to do is you're going to help you're going to help more of your local taxes, and you're going to be able to support more people out there. So small businesses that grow into big giant conglomerates, I love you. It's what makes this country great, is to be able to turn around and do something for yourself and for your family and for your community, and that's just absolutely insane. So Always. The material's the big one. I will tell you when it comes to rapid vehicles. We offer it as a service, but I actually have somebody that takes care of that for me, that has been doing it for I think 12 or 13 years or something like that. And I tell you what, it is not something that I have the patience for. I'd be too picky. We love it. Look at the turn. You see how free the corner gets? Left rear, right rear does it. The goal is to wrap anything and everything. I like it. Should get here at the Lake of the Ozarks. We have boats that you can wrap too. High performance boats. We watch them be wrapped. Those are insane. But anywho, that is pretty much what we do a lot of things, but I have somebody I outsource to wrapping. So make sure that you guys tell me when you open up, so that way I can plug and push that stuff. And if you got anybody that lives in your area that travels to the lake, I would love to make sure that they can do it locally. It's kind of the way we look at things. So that is pretty much a lap around. This is turn 3. So turn 2 is basically a little bitty hiccup dog leg. Turn 3 and turn 4 kind of work around. Turn 4 is going to be to the right here. And then remember that first left-hander. Watch the speed as he gets up into the corner. He's going to be in the 4th gear here. Watch the braking. 5, 4, 3, down a gear, into the corner. 2nd gear to turn the car. Move over. 1st gear, 2nd gear up the hill. Love to hear it. Love to hear people advancing themselves. Further your education, further your business goals. Work for yourself, work from home, do what you got to do. Here's a ride along with Kevin here. We'll show the difference here. Track Racer onboard cameras, brought to you by B&B Music, and of course the Balla Status for all of the platforms. Go to be a Balla Status. Be like Mr. Holland and put the money up to have a good time. That's for sure. All right. Right-hander coming up. Look at the speed he's got coming up to the corner here. Through, down, into it. And look at that. Absolutely driving in. You see how free he gets off the corner there. Another right-hander here. This is that turn 3. We were talking about this just a moment ago. It steps out on him just a little bit there as you see him work the track. Carries the short side of the track. The thing is you want to cut off the smallest portion of the track that you can. 5, 4, and then the first left-hander here, as you see Coulter Jr. in front of him. Coulter's still up 3. Whoa! Wide turn, big checkup, big slowdown for Kevin there as the brakes got hot. Another left-hander, turn 6 coming up. 7's going to be the right-hander here. Dream is to take your dad and brother to Daytona. I hope that you can. You tell me when you folks get to Kansas Speedway, and we'll all have a good old time. That is the race that I want to get some folks involved. Kevin, 23 seconds over Stryker. And that gap has pretty much started to shrink down just a little bit. Nick Casey in 3rd, Stephen Isham in 4th, Grijalva in 5th, still up 6th. Newbrow still up 6 as well. Newbrow might be trying to work some of this time for himself. Charles Garrett behind him, but Cameron Dario, who was a pick to be out front, is off 3 so far. Came to pit road on lap 15. So that would be his 3rd pit stop of the race. Maybe some issues there. Coulter Jr. In 7th now, up 3 as well. So I know that Mike is just going to be trying to drive a consistent race. That's what he likes to do. Who brought one of the Drinking Bros Racing teammates. Has himself a fantastic driveline. Has a fantastic day. Casey, a surprise Dark Horizon. Casey's been doing a pretty darn good job. I like to see it. Well, don't put it out there too much. He might look at that and go, you know, it's supposed to be a surprise. Really joking. Get him out there. Have some fun. Kevin came in on 9. 5 drivers all the way to 6th behind him came in on 9 as well. Michael Coulter Jr. came in on 10, and he is right now a lap down. He stayed out there for quite a while though, and he's had an issue or two since the start here. But we shall see. Newbrow comes around in 9th still trying to track down this driver. He's got about 23 seconds, and tell you what, Newbrow is actually closing some distance here, so he's actually consistently improving his line to 24:51. Cameron off track that last time, 3 minutes 20 on his last lap. 18 of 45 being completed. Kevin out front. Folks, hydrate time. 47 is having a consistent run also. Grijalva's doing his job, man. That's what I'm saying. Grijalva's up. He's up and he's doing his job. That's what I would say about that. It's the look that you see. And, you know, Ford Motorcraft, that Mustang looking good. I tell you that, folks, this one ain't over. Anything can happen, especially in the course of the race line, in the course of how the race does itself. I would say that we're gonna be seeing different lines, different situations for all of these drivers. Nick Casey, 10 seconds in front of Grijalva there, has 16 seconds to Michael Strickland, and that was as much as 23 seconds at one point. Now it's going to be closing. He closed in some of the time, but now he's extended some of that time. So I think he is gaining a little bit, but not near enough at the moment. So we'll see what kind of line they push in for as they continue to move. 18 to 45. We'll see if they start to close in some time. I'm going to take a hydrate break, folks. Yes. The Grijalva in car, sure. I'll do that while I take a hydrate break, folks. That's that sound that you just heard was letting you know that somebody's in on pit road. Here's that pit stop. Listen for this sound. It's insane, right? Let you know they come to pit road. And he's got someone behind him. Let's ride a lot. We're going to take it. George, thank you for the like out there. Much love to you. Appreciate you very much. We're having a fantastic day. There's Grijalva to pit road. There's a pit stop. You're going to see left sides come up first normally. There it is. And he's getting fueled, and right sides. I kind of wish at some point that they would allow us to see all of the drivers' pit crews come out and run around. That would be really, really cool to see. But not the case so far. So it is what it is. All right, we'll ride the fresh lap with Grijalva. I'm going to shut my mouth again. little spicy on the tires, trying to get them warmed up. Jesse Calloway, thank you for the like. Much love to you, brother. How you doing out there? Good to see everybody out there doing what you do best, being a part of the Signature Esports crew here, and being a warrior in the nation of all of the Chop Shop Racing League. These drivers are just kind of running their lines, enjoying themselves, just doing what they do. Grijalva right here, right along on his lap and getting himself, whoa, a little spicy early. He's in fourth right now. And Stephen Isham, he was able to win the race off pit road to Stephen Isham here, but not by too much. We'll see if he's going to be able to hold on to it. That's the lap with him. That's the out lap, basically getting up to speed. They're going to run about 8 more before they come back to pit road. So a lot of pit road time here for these drivers. Stephen Isham right behind. So Grijalva, biggest mover of the race, up 7 right now. Newbrow looking like he's going to be strong. I do believe he's going to need to come to pit road here pretty soon. He's been out there for 11 laps. Cameron Dario right here in 8th has been able to pick up some pace. He came out on 15. Drivers still looking to come to pit road. Michael Coulter Jr. is going to be one of those drivers. He comes around into that straightaway looking for the right-hander coming up. That'll be where it is, turn 14. Right behind Cameron. Came in on 10, or came in on 15. He's been able to pick up some pace here, but excuse me. But the S's, sorry, that was turn 13. Turn 14. Turn 13 is that right there. That was turn 12 back there. Turn 14's coming up right here. Kevin starting to catch back up to him, trying to put them laps down. Coulter Jr. needs some extra pace here. 2 minutes 29 to the good. Last lap for Kevin. Was his out lap at 2:47.54. We'll see what it is this time by as he's up to speed. Crosses the stripe. Fastest lap of the race, 2:14.80. AMR RC is going to be your race controller, but you can also find him at AMR Paintworks. There's a link in the description for his Facebook page if you need a race controller out there and he has the day off. Make sure that you reach out to him. He's pretty affordable and enjoys getting out there and making an impact in the community. Go check out AMR. He shares the streams, he shares the links, he shares everything that we do here. Striker, 31 seconds, so 8 seconds lost to him on the pit road, but he runs his fastest lap of the race this last time as well, 2:16.38. So Striker is finding some pace here, finding some time. Nick Casey, Casey. Very free right there, heavy into the braking zone. And now Grijalva's going to be in the hunt for third here as he's going to be up to speed. Something happened to Nick Casey there. So Grijalva picks up third over Casey. Grijalva runs a 2:16.78. That's his fastest lap of the race as well. So Nick Casey, we'll take a look here and see what happened. I can pretty much see and look what happened. So here's the 86. Gets into the corner. Comes in. Oh, he got into the sand. Oh, and gets a little spicy. Drivers go around. That's the 56 of the 24. They go around. So Newbrow going to come to pit road. Just hit the sand, and it sold him up 10 seconds. And now a whole lot of time to be made up. Kevin out front. Coulter Jr. still needs to come to pit road. He went down. He went a lap down. Newbrow coming off pit road. Full ascend. 99 sins on road course tracks. He sends a lot. Right along with, was it Cam? Spicy. Oh, I see all the spices. I like the emotes. I like the emojis. I put the spicy one up there just for Richard. Does he? That's awesome. Yeah, I really do wish they would allow us to see all of the I mean, they can see mine, but I'd like to see all the other drivers too. It'd be really cool. I know it's a lot of rendering parts, but considering that there are a bunch of trees around this track and there's a bunch of things that are going on, it'd be really cool to be able to see you know, the pit car, you know, the pit crews come off the wall. That would just be a great immersion there. All right. You mean Cam? Who's that, Cam? NCAR Cam. No problem. Dario, Fredericksburg, Virginia. Full sent. I like his, normally on the, where he says, I think I'm pro, it normally says Signature Esports. So he updated his driver information app and did that. Whoa. Dang it. It's a beautiful race course, and to see the reflections and the drive line and the way the shadows kind of crest over the wall inside the cars as well. It's super awesome to see the front straightaway for Cameron here. And how about a little dashboard? Lets the leader go by. Nice job. Great track awareness right there, knowing that Kevin was about to get up here. He wants to be behind. He wants to be behind him. And an opportunity here to figure some things out. See what the race leader's running. Third gear, into second gear. Good crest in. Hard turn to the right there. Steven Isham track. Rahalva's back to fourth now. Cameron came in on 15. So this is a natural lap pass. Kevin's just stinking fast, man. You figured a Toyota. I kind of just randomly pick people. I want to ride along with Nubra as well, because Nubra is just trying to run consistently. He drives a Chevy. But we ran with people. I don't mind. And this is a long 45 lapper. These drivers are going to have heavy arms by the time this is all said and done. And you know that that's the case. Little NOS Energy love for the Toyota Supra. Look how wiggly he gets on that drive line. Chop Shop Racing Xfinity Series. Next week, where are they going? That's what I want to look at. We're going to look at this schedule. Pull that up. I got to pull it up on the other side. So, we are Road America this week. Next week, we're going to Pocono. And then after that, Nashville on June 30th. They're going to be off for... Oh, they're not going to be off. They're going to be back on July 7th. So that will be a week later. That'll be at Michigan. So it'll be at Michigan on the 10th. Dover on the 11th. Kentucky on the 12th. Las Vegas on... Michigan on the 7th. Dover on the 14th of July, and then Kentucky on the 21st of July. Then we're going to see Las Vegas on the 28th, and that'll wrap up July. So the next 6 races going to be pretty darn hot ones. We got Indianapolis coming up here pretty soon. If you want to check out their schedule, throw a link in the chat so you can check out the race schedule for these folks. Oh, they all deserve it. Every one of them do. There's the Sim Racer Hub season scoring. You can also check it if you haven't checked that out. You can also sign yourselves up for that. But make sure you get out there also, and you can look at their points. You can look at the schedule, what they're racing, who's raced where, who's done what. Those folks are just kind of fantastic. So make sure you do that. Tomorrow night, Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series are going to wrap up their round of 10, which is going to be an absolute masterpiece. And that will be at Atlanta. So we're going to be at tomorrow for the Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series. That will give you your Championship 5. And then on June 24th, Michigan International Speedway. That'll be last Friday broadcast for a little while once we get things rolling. After that, the following week on the 31st, or is that the 1st? It'll be July 1st. I am going to have our very first live podcast where we're going to talk about everything gaming and racing. And I'm going to be joined by a bunch of people in the iRacing community, including your fantastic league owners and folks that enjoy their race line and their drive line and what they do. Cam's coming to pit road. We've been sticking around with him. Want to make sure we give everybody some love. Let's go to Newbrow. Want to make sure he gets his stuff. Charles Garrett back on the. Charles is still running. You talk about a guy who has a never quit attitude. There he is. He's got the best looking modified on the course. And that happened very early in the race. Let's go with Newbrow here for a moment. Mr. Calloway, thank you very much. Thank you to all the folks out there doing what you do. I appreciate you. I really do. You're all amazing. It is a full scent mode. If you haven't done so, like, follow, subscribe, all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. I'd appreciate you if you did. We all know that Road Series Racing has a ton of likes and dislikes about it, but I think it's just pretty. And this one's going to be kind of a long one, but it's always a good one. 45 laps at Road America. Still 210, 220 miles, something like that. That is, it's no empty feet, that's for sure. And at 50% fuel, that is putting these drivers into pit road about, we can look at it. Pit strategy time. Bottom of your screen right there on the right side of your screen, bottom right. 9 for Kevin, so he's pretty much just averaging 9 laps a stint. Coulter is coming in 10 laps at a time. He's just trying to extend what he does. You got to be just consistent. If you think you can run 10 laps at a time, then by all means do it. And find your pace. Find the pace that you want. Find the pace that you need. Stephen Isham has picked up some pace here. He's gotten himself around Joe Grijalva. Grijalva's still up 6. He's in 5th here. John Hammond trying to pack some pace in too. 12.86 back from Joe Grijalva. Grijalva just had some issues, I think, there. He got into something on 24. Let's take a look here. He was coming into one of the hard right-handers. Yeah, he did. Got through the speed. I think he just carried it too much. He did. He heavy braked into the corner. And Isham was right there with him. He was just trying to keep his pace, so he went around and got himself back up. Hard brakes, got himself through it, and he's back at it, though. So pit strategy looking like that. Another sponsor of the series. We were talking about Balla Status right there, but I want to talk about B&B Music. And you will see their logo pop up here in just a moment. Grijalva trying to work back at it. Newbrow, lap down. Charles Garrett, 2 laps down. Right along with Mr. Garrett here. Mr. Garrett just trying to hold on that braking zone right there. That first left-hander is huge. B&B Music right there on your screen. Francisco Corella, President CEO. If you need to... There's Newbrow. Charles off track. This is Charles Garrett's out of the race. I hope not. He was doing a great job. He was just being consistent. Give him a call, 310-494-1066. And this is Big Money Bash Music. It just absolutely fantastic guy. Get over to Beverly Hills, California, and give him a look. But look at Big Money Bash on Facebook, and you'll be able to see more of what he does over there. But definitely go give him a check. Go enjoy him. Support the people who support iRacers. Support the people who support leagues. Francisco Corella. Oh, man. Savoy, Strickland, Casey, Isham, Grijalva. That's going to be your top 5. Michael Strickland, solid in second, right where he started. Kevin out front, the ringer for the Road Series. Nicholas Casey, Stephen Isham right here, third and fourth. Grijalva trying to play catch up now, as that issue that he had kind of put himself in a sticky situation. Says Charles Garrett's back on the race course, so I think he might have just blinked out there for a moment. So he's going to be there. He'll be just fine. He'll be able to complete these laps. Kevin, Strickland, Casey, Isham, Grijalva, John Hammond still on the lead lap. John doesn't get enough credit for his ability, and I tell you what, he's still being just as consistent as always. He came in on 18 with everybody else. Cameron Dario came in on 23. Coulter Jr. came in on 24. New Brock came in on 19. But he just trying to run the course, trying to run what they do. Good exit for the 56 there. I think he's just improving as he goes. 99 is going to be right behind him, though. Looking to try to put him 2 laps down. 19 laps to go. And we're about 2 pit stops away from a finished race here. Grijalva, guy had the same trouble in the same turn, but he went to the inside this time. And hopefully those tires are holding up. Track temperature might have subsided. Split Second Gaming, part of the Chop Shop Racing team. SplitSecondGaming.com.au. Our Australian counterparts across the pond, enjoying themselves and being a part of the streams and being a part of the community out there, has stepped up and want to be a part of the racing community as a whole. It's always a pleasure to see those folks out there, and we enjoy seeing everybody who has been a part of not just the iRacing community, but the sim racing community, and they are one of them. Sean and all the folks over there just trying to do what they can. Split Second Gaming helping out with the Chop Shop Racing League. All the good things, all the good times, and because we don't have any sponsors or any sponsors, any cautions, we have sponsors, but we don't have any cautions. We'll give some love to my friends over at Nerds Do Nerd Things.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Watch the 99 come around. He just left pit road. He's at least one more pit stop away from finishing this one, as he came out on 27. So an even 9 lap pit stops each and every time. Striker's going to be into pit road as well. He's taking his pit stops. Casey's coming in. Stephen Isham, Joe Grijalva's coming in as well. You have to back down that speed right about there. Yeah. That's what it is. John Hammond coming around. Really full sense. He and Michael Newbrock coming around the same turn. Kevin out front, trying to close this race down. And as they do, we're going to throw it on exciting. I'm going to let you folks enjoy the fantastic race as things kind of barrel themselves in. Be back with you in just a minute. Much love, folks. Had to take a little bit of extra time there because I had an issue that I needed to take care of. So apologies about not being back for the race for a moment. Let's take a look and see what's going on here. Kevin Savoy, Michael Strickland, both of the drivers still 1-2, 53.5 seconds. Drivers came out on lap 27 for their pit stops, and we're about 14 laps to go. So we're about 5 laps away from some of the final pit stops here for the drivers. Nick Casey in third, holding on to a good pace here. Still trying to close down some of the times. Kevin, just super fast, super consistent. And here's a look at the last 5 lap times. He runs the fastest lap of the race on lap 29. Track temperature's cooled roughly about 10 degrees since the start of the race. We'll take a look at that here in a second. Qualifying was 123, so we'll see what it is here in just a moment. Lap 29, 2:13.947. So a lap that was super fast and faster than I think anything he's done even in practice. So that's super interesting to see. He's getting faster over the long haul. 2:15, and then 2:16. You see the gap that he's putting on Strickland per lap. That is pretty much what you see there. Here's Michael Strickland's laps. Nick Casey faster on 27 and 28. But on 29, 30, and 31, Stryker about 3/4 of a second better on 31. We'll see coming up here what his lap time is going to be and what he's going to be able to do to Nick Casey. Nick Casey ran a 2:18.96 the last lap. Let's see if he's going to be any sort of a touch faster this time, or if it's going to be kind of where he is at. But Strickland running 2:18s right now. He ran a 2:16.757 on lap 30. Nick Casey about 28 seconds off of his pace right now, and that's pretty steady. Runs a little bit faster though, 2:17.76 for Nicholas Casey. But a lot of time still to be made up for these drivers, and that's kind of one of the big factors here, is how much time do you have to play around with? Can you get any more speed out of these cars? And you see Nick Casey and Stephen Isham here, both of those drivers kind of alternating lap times here. Stephen Isham faster on 29 and 31, and Nick Casey on 28, 30, and 32. But the difference between Stephen Isham and Casey here is not that big of a difference. We're talking 5.5 seconds, and something that you see about Stephen Isham here, that 5.5 seconds is visual, and right now that gives the 23 something to look in his driver's mirror here to be able to try to make work. So thank you very much to everybody being out there, and of course YouTube getting our cheapest Nerds Do Nerd things. Thank you very much to everybody out there. Apologies on YouTube. We're going to report and remove messages, of course, again, because, you know, that's what happens when we do this. Oh, man. Come on, Grahama, get 2 spots, top 3, says Valerie out there. Valerie, having dinner? Thank you very much, Valerie. Appreciate you very much. And we're going to do this report. We're going to say, do all of that. Thank you so much. Well, reports. Yep. All of it. All of it. Thank you. Kevin, Michael, and Grijalva back here. He's still in 5th. Something that I've looked at here at Grijalva. Hammond's caught him a little bit each lap. Top 5 night for him, but 4 seconds separate Grijalva and John Hammond, and that is right there. John Hammond, again, somebody he has the sights set on being able to move forward. And right now, consistency kind of ruling the roost. And right now, Cameron Dario right here, one of the drivers folks we're looking at. Cameron came out on pit road on lap 32. So his lap times have kind of pushed different boundaries. 24 for Coulter Jr. So Coulter will be looking to come to pit road here pretty soon as well, maybe within the next 2 or 3 laps. He's got some nose damage on Coulter's car. Newbrow, who is going to be just a little bit back there. His lap times in the 220, 224, 231. When he came to pit road on 29, that was when he came to pit road for his I'm sorry, that was for his lap. Something happened there. He had to make that stuff mix. So difference between the drivers. They're all working. So that was his lap 26. Lap 29 for the race. So that's where he's at. Kevin trying to outstretch his hand. 2:16.72, 2:18 for his last lap. We'll see what Stryker's done as they've kind of moved over. 2:18.121 for him on lap 34. Strickland coming around. We'll see if he's going to be. He's 55 seconds off the pace at the moment. But it does look to be kind of a different line, different situation. Grijalva back to 6th. It's Hammond around. So things changing. Drive lines changing. Grijalva in front. Got some left side damage here. John Hammond still looks clean. I think Joe's just having some late race things going on here. Kevin to Stryker. Stryker will be looking to come around here. He's coming across the front stripe. And we'll see the lap time difference. Half-second difference between the two. So Savoy still faster as they continue to move. Stryker in second, 99.29. Nick Casey in third. Steven Isham now 7.5 seconds back. He was looking at making some improvements. He hasn't really moved. He's moved forward, but he hasn't moved aggressively forward yet. We'll see as Isham tries to pull a top 3 night out. John Hammond looking at the top 5. Grijalva still up 5. Newbrow still your biggest mover of the race. All he needs to do is just be consistent. That's where he'll be. He's going to be trying to look at Coulter Jr. Coulter, just some heavy nose damage going on to the front of my logo. It's front of his car. He's looking at that going, man, oh man. Oh man. Everybody waiting. It's something that, and Rich was saying it out there, something that you don't get the chance to do or see is when these drivers do have issues off track, you kind of want to make sure that you're clear enough to drive around, and that's something they've been doing really well, having some good track awareness. Strickland in second, Nick Casey in third, Steven Isham in fourth, John Hammond in fifth. Drivers that started inside the top 6 are pretty much there. Driver off the most spots right now. Donnell on pit road. He is. I wonder why his paint didn't load in. They happen. Things happen. Thank you to everybody out there. Much love to you. Appreciate all that you do. Hopefully you're enjoying the race. 45 laps around this one it's a pretty hefty race, and that's probably gonna be the first question I ask the drivers in the post race interviews is exactly how much their arms are sore. If they have a direct drive wheel, if they have a belt drive wheel, that's just an interesting question for me. Nick Casey started from pit road, I do believe. He qualified 4th. And has had a pretty consistent drive line. Right now, Kevin just outpacing the field, 2:17.13 on his last lap. Each lap changing ever so slightly for him. And I wanted to look at the weather. That's something I am going to pull up for you. Let me find that one. Right there. So, start of the race, it was qualifying was 1:23. And now we're down to 105 on the track temperature. It's insane. It's insane. Barometric pressure is not really looking too hefty for me. Humidity has dropped 10% though, or not? No, it started at 46. Apologies about that. It started at 46, so humidity just the same. The wind has changed from 5 to 7. Ever so slightly, I do believe. Yeah, we're getting gusty winds, so it went from 5 miles an hour on that section. Now we're at 6 miles an hour here. I think the wind is just being gusty. 59 seconds, a full minute to spare for Kevin here. 10 laps to go. Go Coulter, says Holly out there. Holly, good to see you out there. He comes to pit road for the final time as Grijalva is going to be right in front of him. And Michael Coulter Jr. in 8th. He's up 2 from the start. He started in 10th. Who brought a pit road for the final time as well. He's going to be taking his green flag pit stops. There's the 8 of John Hammond. trying to close some distance. There is Grijalva right there in front of the race leader, Kevin. So he's going to put some drivers a lap down. John Hammond's going to be in his pit stop. This is going to be about that finish and where that finish needs to be. Newbrow leaves pit road here. As himself, still a good-looking car. He's got that rear damage, but it's no big deal. John Hammond leaving pit road right now. Kevin still taking his pit stops. John will be solid in fifth. There goes Grijalva. That left side damage is going to be a big factor here, but not big enough that he won't be able to try to make something work. He's going to be trying to track down this guy right here. Striker into pit road to take his final green flag pit stops. And Kevin out front by a bunch. Everybody's having fun. Hammond off fast. Hammond was off of pit road pretty quickly. 14.83 in his pit stop. But his pit lane time was about 2 seconds faster. So he gained about 3 extra seconds over Kevin here. But we got to talk about pit stops on when it comes to how these drivers go. Kevin, one of the best on pit stops that you can see. And it's very consistent. He's in and out of pit road each and every week. Super fast, super fresh. It's just here in the Xfinity Series, he's still looking for that first win. We've watched him win in the ARCA Series, time in and time out. And right now, he's going to get the first Xfinity Series Chop Shop Racing win here if everything goes correctly and he makes no mistakes. One mistake here can cost him a ton of time, and right now 1 minute 1 second to the 29 and the 99. Right now, Nick Casey on pit road. Stephen Isham just hit his pit stop, and right now Nick Casey is going to be looking to try to put some time in as well. He came in on 30 on did it 37, 36, 37, something like that. So he's been trying to make up some of that time. 14.7 on his pit stop. 15.27 for Stephen Isham as he comes out. Nicholas Casey in the 86. Solid where he is at. All the drivers completing their last pit stops here. Newbrow trying to track down some more time from Coulter Jr. as these drivers continue to move. Biggest move of the race, Michael Newbrow coming across the start-finish line. He is ready to smooth sail. Watch turn 1 here as we go on board with the 56. One of the toughest turns right there, especially leading into the carousel, because you want to carry speed off the corner. Exit got him into the grass, and that made it a little bit of free. A good recovery by the 56 to be able to keep moving forward. Good speed into the straightaway here. Downhill slope, making some things work. This is a good line for him. He's going to be into the gear, into the braking zone, and trying to hold on to it, trying not to hit the oh man, he had the line. And a good job, good recovery. Didn't spend too much time inside the dirt back there. So that's all good, all gravy. This track can be tough. It can be insane. But hey, hats off to everybody. Hats off to all the drivers trying to make up some of that ground. 2:56 for Coulter on his last lap. We'll see what Newbrow runs this time as he gets up to speed. And to savor the tires there for a second. 29 for the last lap. Kevin, holy cow, just ran the fastest lap of the race again. 2:13.62 behind John Hammond. 99 trying to go around. Hammond giving away. He's going to be a lap down now. He's going to be trying to battle here with the 99 for a moment. Newbrow still up 6, still trying to track down Coulter Jr., who's got a little bit of fun in front of him. That's going to be the 29. That is Michael Strickland, who went around Coulter Jr. there. So that is where they sit. He is still trying to track down Dario here. Grijalva picking up some pace. The El Paso native rolling. He runs his fastest lap of the race last time by 2:15.71, which is better than everybody in front of him, including John Hammond, who is right behind the 99. We're not riding along with Charles. I know he's got a modified, but I'm going to ride along with everybody. He's trying to hold on to it. Hold on. Oh, Nilly. He's going to get himself off track here. Going to try to recover. He's checking his lane. Gets himself rolling forward. And full send. Got a little traffic with him. And Casey had to come to pit road, I do believe. It's the 23 right there. So Isham trying to work the line. So there he is. Nick Casey came to pit road. Steven Isham, the third place. Nick Casey to his pit style. Something happened here for Nick Casey. He is in fourth. Taking, is he taking tires? Can't tell. Can't tell if he is or not. Is he done? Did he park it? No, I don't know. 23 is going to be in third. Kevin's going to be out front. John Hammond will pick up fourth. Casey's still on pit road. Grijalva will come around. He'll take over fifth. Top 5 night now. He seems to back up sixth. Cameron Dario here in the number 7 car. Nick Casey will be looking at some time here. I'm not quite sure what happened to cause that. Maybe he had a penalty. Oh, he did. Maybe he had a penalty. Did he have a speeding penalty? It might have happened. He might have had a penalty coming off pit road. And maybe he got a too fast entering or too fast exiting. But a penalty is the case. So the 86. He had 43 seconds on pit road. That would include that would equivalent a 40-second hold. So that is where it is. Nick Casey will be a lap down. He'll be in sixth. He'll be trying for the next 6 laps to catch this guy here. As Grijalva, a little bit off track there, 2:16.90 on his last lap. He is faster than John Hammond. He's got 5.8 seconds to he and John Hammond. And he's catching him pretty darn quickly here. They came out on 35 together. We brought a little off track back here, but I think that's just because he hit the grass a little bit. Nothing big. Kevin, 1 minute, 12 seconds ahead of Stryker here. Stryker's comfortable. He can just kind of do his thing. Steven Isham, Stryker's third in points. That's a big factor that we saw here too. As far as the point system goes and what they do, that's a big, huge read. Go, Joe, get that P40. Yeah, I tell you what. I think he got a black. I do. I think he got a black flag. I think everybody's getting tired. Yes. Yeah, he's doing it. They are. Yeah, they are in their own zip codes. They're doing their thing. So is Steven, though. Steven's got some runs. John Hammond trying to pack some pace here. Grijalva trying to get into the corner, trying to save the lap times where he needs to. Nick Casey in sixth. He's off 2 from the start of the race, and a penalty here is huge. That's a lot of track time late in the race. You talk about money stops, that's one of them. Dario here in 7th. He's off a lap, but it's no big deal. Coulter Jr. still holds a 1:08 lead over the 56 here. And Newbrow needs a little bit more or the next 5 laps to be able to get that 7th spot. But Coulter Jr. holding on decently. There's Cameron Dario here in the number 18. Nick Casey in the 86. Joe Grijalva in the 47. 5 laps to go here as Kevin looks to try to outstretch his hand. Last lap, 2:15.78 for the driver. Striker 2:19.49. Isham in smooth sailing mode right now, a 10th better than John Hammond. Hammond to Grijalva. Grijalva closed a little bit of that distance. He was 7 seconds off. Now he's about 6. Gets into the corner. Straightaways are going to be the big onslaught here. John has a cleaner car here for that driver. Charles Garrett in front of the number 8. Through the... Now Garrett with no hood. Gives the space for the 8. Does a great job here. Grijalva 5.9. He's going to be in through as well. The Henry made in America or not made at all. Turn there. Picks up pace. This is going to be a good battle here. If he can close the distance, John Hammond, Joe Grijalva. There's speed. There's the speed. There's the turn. He's got Charles Garrett right there with him. Garrett got through the turn very fast. 47 trying to hold on to the turn here. Garrett went around in front of the 47 there. This track just not agreeing with the 24. Charles is a very fast driver, very consistent driver too. It's just, I think Road America is just not being the right track at the moment. 99, 29, 23. All on the lead lap. Steven Isham, last driver on the lead lap. I want to check on Nick Casey. His last lap was a 3:15 because of the penalty. This time bias, he crosses the start-finish line. He will be a lap down. And he's got about 13 seconds to gain over the next 4 laps over the driver in front of him. That's going to be Grijalva. He ran a 2:16.79. And if Grijalva can run 2:17s and get himself around John Hammond, he'll have a top 5 night. And maybe hold off Nick Casey. Nick Casey in that penalty was that's a huge deal here. That's a big issue. 9/10 of a second faster though than Grijalva on that last lap. I wouldn't worry about it. I just run my line and be consistent. John Hammond into the left-hander here for the 4th lap. I'm sorry for they are still 4 laps to go, but they're going to be a lap down, so they'll complete 1 last lap. That's not a big deal. Tracker was 1:15. Oh, Newbrow and Charles Garrett off track. Both of them having an issue. I think Newbrow just got into the corner a little tight right there. And the 24 was there. Oh, something happened. We'll take a look. I think they were side by side. Let's see. Into the corner. He was break. Ooh. The 24 tried to miss the 56 there. Got into the back bumper. And so Newbrow coming around, and Charles got into him a little bit there. No big deal. They're still running. Michael Newbrow closed in. He was a minute and 20 off of Coulter Jr. He is closed off 20 seconds of that. Hopefully he's going to be able to do more. Coulter Jr. solid in 8th right now, up 2. Trying to track down Dario here. Newbrow had some pace. He was closing. 3 laps to go. Gavin, full set. Gap between Grijalva and Hammond is closed down to 3 seconds. Steven Isham in the 23, 25 and a half seconds ahead of John Hammond. Well, the race is on for 4th here, as Kevin can pretty much smile pretty and walk away with this one. Striker's solid in 2nd by 47 and a half seconds. Isham is comfortable in third. He's got some time, but here is the battle. And one of the big battles, Nick Casey, 12.5 seconds off the pace. I think Joe Grijalva and John Hammond will have the race line here, and they will have the race to go. As we're three laps away from. Whoa, Hammond off track a little bit right there. Grijalva able to close down more of that distance. Now he's in the slipstream on a straightaway. Heavy braking into the corner. John Hammond pulls out as well. There is Mr. Hammond of the number 8 car. Through the Johnsonville, Speedville zone into the carousel. The speed for Grijalva, and you know Grijalva looks in front of him and goes, I see him! I see him! I need my spot back! Oh, Millie, they make me nervous. Hammond outstretching his hand. Able to extend back out a little bit. 1.01 second. Oh, Grijalva goes around. He's just doing a burnout for you. That's it. Hammond's going to be able to pull away. He full sent it into that corner. And now 8 seconds separate. That's how much time you can lose. He went around. What a send. What a send. Oh, 2 laps to go now as the 8 of John Hammond able to extend 8.9 seconds. Nick Casey is going to be the next driver in that, and that all that time that Grijalva had now is going to be soaked up. Nick Casey now within striking distance. He had 2 laps to play with, and now Nick Casey 2.5 seconds of distance. Now that's going to be heavy braking. That's going to be tires trying to hold off. Now this is the battle for 5th. Top 5 nights going to be right here. Nick Casey with the pit road speeding penalty. Is going to be a 1.5 seconds off the pace of Grijalva. Now moving into striking distance as the 47 says, I got a full send this one. If he's going to hold on to a top 5 night. Nick Casey started 4th. Started from pit road, 47 into the braking zone, into the corner here. Going to clear as Casey in the 86 now within a bumper. 31 of Coulter Jr. in front of these two. Outside, inside moves. Coulter lets him make the pass. Nick Casey's right there with him. Anybody can make a mistake. Grijalva was full center that corner. That's what that was. 47 through the corner, 2 laps to go. He's going to have to really, really hold on to the battle here as he and Nick Casey will battle for 5th. Nick is going to try to pass on the outside here. 47 holds him off for a moment. 86 is going to have a run to the back quarter panel. Into the corner here. I think they're going to try to make some things work. 47 up the race line. 86 better drive line here. As now defending every position matters. Because the top 5, that 1 point matters in the end. White flag's going to wave as Kevin takes the white flag. These drivers are still duking it out here. It's a 47 not giving up an inch. Neither is Nick Casey. Kevin, your race leader, comes around to take the white flag by 1 minute, 23 seconds. Stryker coming around to complete some laps as well. Ooh, Stryker got off track there. Stephen Isham not yet defending that position. Stryker has a lot of time to play with. Grijalva and Nick Casey, though, they come around to take their white flag, and now they've got one more lap themselves. Holy guacamole. John Hammond, 9.5 seconds. He is good to go. 4th place finish for him after Grijalva closing down some of that time, and now the 86 in here battling it out. This is the race. Cameron Dario in 7th. Kind of just solid right where he needs to be. Coulter Jr. in 8th. Newbrow in 9th. Charles Garrett, solid in 10th. Jaron Valley, Devin Galvin, Donnell Williams, Sam King, all those drivers back there in the back. There is Nick Casey and Grijalva side by side. Grijalva still not giving up an inch here. Casey makes the pass on the outside. Going to be high up the racetrack. Grijalva not done. chances here. Kevin to come around. He is almost through this one. I don't want to take you away from Nick Casey and Joe Grijalva, but he's about to win this race. I want to be able to call that part. There's Joe Grijalva behind Nick Casey. Nick Casey looks to be solid, 1.2. We'll call the end of this one for the 99. Strickland will be in second. Isham in third. Stephen Isham, last driver on the lead lap. And we'll still need to complete another one as the 99 comes around. On to the front straightaway. And officially unofficial. More official than most. Kevin's going to win it here. It's a 99 by a whole minute and a half, about 3/4 of this track. We will go to the driver still on the track, Stephen Isham in third. I'm going to switch this over to manufacturers here. Nick Casey, Joe Grijalva coming up. Casey is going to finish fourth. Grijalva in fifth. Hammond had an issue at the very end, and I missed it, folks. So Hammond's going to finish outside. Top 5 for Grijalva here, as John Hammond had an issue at the very end of that one. And we'll have to take a look and see what happened. Dario is going to come around and complete his lap. Coulter Jr. in 8th. He's going to complete his final lap. Michael Newbrow is going to be right behind. That's how close he and Michael Newbrow were. Newbrow was about 2 seconds away from passing Coulter Jr. there at the very end. But what a great finish for those drivers. Oh, Nilly, roll it. Newbrow's going to slide off the track. Kevin winning it by a ton. '99 comes home the victor. And I do want to see what happened to John Hammond. So John Hammond right here, solid for fourth. And we talk about the oh man, did he get loose? Oh, he did. Oh no. And it took the hood off? It did. It took the hood off. They were able to make the pass there. Oh, unfortunate. John was there. And I said anybody can make a mistake, and it happened. Holy cow. I believe your race results are going to be shown up here in just a moment. There it is. Kevin, your race winner. Michael Strickland finishes in second. Isham in third. Nick Casey rebounded to where he started in fourth. So 1 through 4 finished where they started. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's where their qualifying position is exactly where they finished. Joe Grijalva up 6. He and Michael Newbrow tied for that spot. They both those drivers up 6 spots from the start of the race. John Hammond, Cameron Dario, Michael Coulter Jr., Michael Newbrow, Charles Garrett. That's going to be your top 10. Jaron Valley, Devin Galvin, Donnell Williams, Sam King. Anthony Ferrante didn't start. Sam did. Sam started to get in there, and then he had to come back to pit road early. So that is the way it is. AMR is your race controller. Thank you to all the folks out there. Eric got into the race. He did not start the race. So we shall see what happens there. 99 wins it here and does so in commanding fashion. And a great run and a great race. And that was a fun race to be able to call. And like I said, folks, you never know what you're going to see. Let's bring up your race winner here. Kevin is on fire. 1 minute 23 seconds to the good there over everybody else. Walk me through this one. You were the ringer. You were the odds on favorite to win this one. Walk me through it.
Yeah. Just got to say, Road America is one of my favorite tracks in the world. So I've got a lot of laps around here. Maybe not in the Xfinity car, but all sorts of different cars. So yeah, it was just keeping the tires underneath and making sure they didn't overcook and just clocking the laps. It was a long one, 45 laps, 2 minute 15 laps, 16 average. Man, it was daunting.
I was
And
going to ask, how are the arms? That's the big one. How are the arms?
yeah, they're. I'm feeling them a bit because even though I don't have that hard of a steering wheel, it's still a track that's pretty tough on the system. It seems pretty easy with just straight lines and everything, but just trying to keep the rear end in check and you're seesawing at the wheel of just tiny bits, and it wears out after a while.
And not just that, but the legs, just everything about this becomes a huge workout. I mean, you could burn some calories doing this one.
Oh yeah, I'm sweating pretty good. This like I said, man, these road courses on with these cars, it's not easy. They like to go where they want to go, and you have to manage them to go where you want to go.
You have to fight it to put it where that line should be. Kevin, always a pleasure. First win in the Xfinity Series here for the Chop Shop Racing League, and no doubt we might see more out of you there. Congrats, of course, and it's just insane to see you run your fastest lap on, I think it was like 23 or 24. Track temperature cool 20 degrees from qualifying all the way down to the race. It just seemed like it was insane over the course of the race line. But well, man, always a pleasure. I want you to give your shout outs and just enjoy this, because congrats. I mean, I'm going to talk to Mike, and we're going to see how he managed over the minute 20 that he had spare, but you lapped everybody but third.
Yeah, no, I was hunting him, but just ran out of laps. It was just for fun. But yeah, no, it's a long race. It's daunting, but a lot of fun.
I don't doubt it.
This is an iconic track, and it's awesome.
Road America, part of the Xfinity Series for many years. Kevin, give you shout outs. Congrats once again. And we look forward to seeing you next week at where are we at next week? Yeah, I can't remember now, but we'll see you next week.
Hell yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, thanks for everyone watching, and you guys at Signature Esports, and everyone that runs the Chop Shot series. Man, like I said, I'm having a blast being either going for the win and ending up in a wall, or finishing top 5 or top 10, or winning a race. It's a blast to run with these guys. So yeah, got to thank everyone.
It's going to be a ton of fun to see what you guys do. Kevin, we'll look forward to seeing you next week. And man, hats off to you.
Thanks, man.
Always.
How's it going?
You too. Kevin's going to be your race winner, and he does so in a great style. Let's talk to the striker man himself, who is no stranger to road series racing. Mike, you had a good run, and it's a very consistent run. And Kevin had the same thing. It just what could have you done other than hoped he messed up?
Nothing. Kevin is an alien. had Kevin not been born, I might have a couple more wins in this league, but the dude's an alien. I can't touch him. Congratulations to him. I sent him a couple messages during the week to try to scare him off. I had some quick times during practice, but it didn't pan out during the race. I took more of a cautious approach. It was real difficult. We were on edge the whole way. I'm just glad for a good finish, and congratulations to Kevin.
It's always good to see that, and it is a long race. And I said I was going to ask every driver, how are your arms? How are your legs? Is the rig overheating? Because this one was a long one and a tight one, 14 turns, heavy braking zones, especially when you're up to speed from 176 miles an hour on one of the longer straightaways into a 90-degree turn or a 92-degree turn. Man, how does it feel?
It's definitely a workout. I'm worn out. Take a shower here in a little while. Just hit the sack. It was a grueling race. Arms are tired. My feet are tired. I'll probably feel it tomorrow.
And you know what? That's it's not a bad workout. Maybe we should send that off to iRacing and say, look, one of the best workouts that you can get. It's right. It's on your simulator on a road series.
Oh yeah, we burned some calories today.
Pocono next week though, that's going to be a long race as well, but only in the sense that 90 laps around that racetrack can seem like it's a long race, but it seemingly goes kind of fast.
Pocono's fun. It'll be a good change of pace coming from Road America to Pocono. Hopefully we'll have a larger field for Pocono. And you'll see a lot more action. So it'll keep it more upbeat, a little bit funner to race. And it's going to be a fun place. Pocono's always fast. Pocono's always fun.
Hey, and you know what? In the Xfinity cars, it can be slippery.
Oh yeah, especially going into one.
Always fun. Mike, much love to you. Congrats on a P2 finish here. I know that you're doing fantastic in the season. Came into this race, so you were third in points. No doubt this is going to give you a little bit more. I know you're looking for that win that is going to boost you out there in front of Cameron. Andrew's just on fire with 3 wins. But give your shout outs and always a pleasure. I look forward to seeing what you guys get to do next week, and always appreciative.
Yeah, thanks again, Jason. I know it was a long night for you. We appreciate you hanging out and broadcasting us. We thank everybody that's watching. I want to give some of my teammates a shout out: John, Joseph, Cam, Amar. All of these guys practiced with me during the week to get us ready for this race. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have as much success as we're having here. So we want to thank them. The whole Chop Shop guys, everybody's doing a hell of a job over here. We're enjoying this. This is fun. And you for the broadcast, Jason, you're awesome. We appreciate it. And I hope we'll put on a good show next week and see if we can't put that 29 victory circle for runs.
I tell you what, today I had to take some breaks in between just to make sure that I had to take care of some things at the same time. And I love Road Series racing, and it gives me a chance to, I always say there's always a ringer and there's a battle somewhere in the midst after that. It's kind of the way I've seen it. But so it gave me a chance to fix 2 things that I needed to. But when it came down to the wire, it started heating up right there, and that was I was curious to see if it was going to be the same thing, and everybody made it interesting. It was a good finish, good race, and Road Atlanta. I'm thinking of Atlanta for tomorrow for AOR. I'm keeping it in the back of my mind. I'm saying Road Atlanta instead of Road America. Road America is a ton of fun. It's a beautiful course, and it gives it a lot of scenery. Mike, Pocono, I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do there, and we're getting into it. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the schedule.
That's right. We're going to walk into some of these bread and butter tracks. It's going to be fun. Keep an eye out for us. Everybody keep watching. Make sure you give Jason his likes and shares, and we'll just keep grinding away, buddy.
That's the way we do it. Mike finishes in second. Congrats, and we'll see you in the next one.
You got it, man.
Always.
Appreciate it.
Always. That's the man. That's the man. That's the man. We like it. And then I want to make sure I'm looking at all the relatives correctly, because man, oh man, it was fun. This guy right here, Mr. Stephen Isham, finishes in third, and there at the very end, the last third of the race, you were able to pick up only a couple of spots, but you were able to pick up some pace. It seemed like your later portion of the race was the best part. But I have to ask, how are your arms? How are your legs? And how is this race? How was this race?
Probably 15 laps too long, if you ask me. My God. My arms and everything are, my ass hurts. I will say that. My tailbone is hurting. But I think I had fourth until Nick got a black flag, so they gave me third. But I went off course a couple times, messed me up. I was just kind of falling asleep, just zoned in and just not, not paying attention. It was a long race.
And does that? And I know that we take that in consideration with drivers here in these series, but considering the repetition of what happens here, and you're talking 220 miles over a lot of heavy in your foot, in your throttle, just trying to manage those. Do you kind of get tunnel vision and then kind of let it just have it kind of slide a little bit, like it just slips in the back of your mind?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you just one point you're cruising, and then you're like, oh crap, I braked too late. So I mean, at that point, you're just trying to hold on and not hit anything or hit anyone.
Well, it was still a fantastic race. I know there's some battles going on there between you and Grijalva, you and John Hammond there for a little while, and then I know that Cam was having some things happen up there as well. But it seemed like you were able to work the middle of the field. You fell back a little bit, but through everything that was going on, you finished right where you started. You qualified third. I know that. Dang it! I had to pull up my thing over here. Sorry about that. I know that there's a few drivers out there that you were able to kind of work around, but nothing wrong with what you had going on. Nick Casey I don't know if Nick started from the pits. I think he had to start from the pits, and he worked his way up there. But
yeah, that's a buddy of mine. So we're on the same race team or whatever. And I just brought him over to this league last couple of days. So he decided to start from the pits. He didn't want to get ran over turn one, or he didn't want to be that guy first race and run in the back of everybody. So he's like, I'm just gonna start from the pits. So,
well, I kind of imagine what might have been different there if he had actually started where he qualified, because I mean, it just seemed like he had the pace, and his consistent lap time seemed to be the same, and so did yours. I mean, you guys had consistency there, where it mattered, where it needed. So I saw the battles. I saw what you guys had going on, and you were able to extend 35 seconds over Nick, and the two guys in front of you, they were just fast. Seemed like today was.
I went off track a couple times. At the beginning, I was keeping up with Strickland, and then I went off course, and then I just started getting frustrated, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, just keep it on the track. I'll finish top 5. That was my mindset. So.
You know what? It worked for you. You're having a great start of the series, and we're getting into Pocono next week. I've asked all top 3 how their arms and legs have felt. I've asked about next week and what everybody thinks. I'm going to get your opinion too. You got 90 laps at Pocono next week, and
love it.
And it's going to be fast, and I think it's going to be fast and hot.
Oh yeah, it'll be hot for sure. I mean, I love that track. It's one of my better tracks. I like that track. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's not fun to watch in real life, but I mean, it's a blast to race.
Well, we like seeing drivers do it, and we make a good time out of Pocono because somebody's going to lose it off too, and somebody's going to hit the wall and then leap over into the infield. Somebody's going to do it. I don't know who it is.
There will be chaos.
It may not even be in this series. It's going to be, but somebody's going to do it next week. Steven, congrats on the P3 finish here. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. And Delaware, I know Delaware's proud, and I know that kiddos are proud too. May I give you shout outs and congrats.
I want to give a shout out to Dirty Boys Motorsports. I want to give a shout out to Nick Casey. That's my road dog. And then that's about it, man. I survived. That's about it.
No, surviving a P3 is not just surviving. That's excellent survival.
As I came to the line, I cheered to the mic that I didn't get lapped by Kevin Savoy. So
I said he lapped everybody but third, and you.
Yeah, he yelled. He said, "One more lap, I would have had you." So that was good.
It was always fun, Steven. Hey, congrats, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week, brother.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Always. That's the man himself. He had a great time and a great finish, and what a good opportunity. It was a long one, folks. It was a fun one, and Road America is just one of those tracks, and it's just like all the road series. But I mean, my favorite road course to call is, of course, Watkins Glen, because it's a little bit more compact. It's a little bit shorter. But Road America is and they talk about it being an iconic track. It absolutely is an iconic track. It's one of those tracks that you can't walk away from the track without knowing that that you put your effort in, and that this thing is just going to be. I hope this thing stays around forever, as we see the monitor glitching in the background back here. But from Wisconsin, virtually, and from my home here in Missouri. Much love, folks. Kevin Winsett here. Thank you to all the sponsors for the series, Balla Status. Make sure you go check out trackracer.com tomorrow if you need a race controller. Tonight was a pretty easy night for him. You just got to watch it like I did. And, to each and every one of you out there, thank you to Chop Shop. Thank you to John and all the folks over here to help make it run. And thank you to Split Second Gaming. Thank you to Nerds Doing Nerd Things. I love those guys. Go check out their podcast. They release one every Friday. So actually tomorrow morning, I'm going to have a new one out. So go find them on Spotify. Thank you to all the chatters. Thank you to all the people out there doing what you do. Joe, thank you. You need a beer after that one, but a good show. Thank you. I think it was a good show. I had to step away a couple times, so I apologize about that. But occasionally that happens. That's why I'm working on getting a number 2. So that way they can call the race and have things. So that way, if I need to step away for a second, I can do that. So, ton of fun. Biggest moves of the race: Newbrow, Joe Grijalva, tied up 6 both, and yeah. Much love, folks. See you in the next one. We're gonna do some gaming.